It's time for spring, so please join me as I go through step by step how to build this outdoor flower ladder. It folds up for easy storage. And if you like this project, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
I'm building this project from 3 6-inch wide, 6-foot long fence pickets. You can make your plant ladder any size you want. There are only 2 critical dimensions in the whole project. After finding the center of the picket, I am now laying down one of those critical dimensions. This angle is 53 degrees. By cutting this at the halfway point, I'm going to get 2 identical legs with 53-degree feet. I'm using cedar pickets in this instance, but you could always use fir pickets or whatever's locally available to you. But as they're cedar, I'm just using my hand saw to cut through them. To add a little style to my ladder, I'm going to round over the top of each leg. I measured in half the width of my picket and down half the width of my picket, and I'm just using a compass to draw a half circle. I stacked both my legs on top of each other, so I only had to draw one half circle, and I only had to cut it out once. With some 36 grit sandpaper, I'm just cleaning up that cut I made real quick. On to the second picket. I'm now measuring out 3 24-inch ladder rungs. That's how wide I decided to make my ladder, but you can make yours any width that you would like. Using my bevel gauge, still set at 53 degrees, I'm marking out everywhere I want to install one of the ladder rungs. In this case, it happens to be every 11 inches. I decided to screw and glue my ladder rungs together. I'm using Type Bond 3 for the outdoor usage as it's mostly waterproof. To hold the ladder rungs in place so I can screw them together, I'm using 1.5-inch brad nails. You should always make sure your workbench is clear so you don't knock your parts off onto the floor. Using those 53-degree lines I drew earlier, I'm going to add glue, line up the ladder rungs, and nail them in place. I'm going to drill pilot holes and then add 2-inch exterior screws to hold each rung in. I did not draw a line on the outside of the leg, so I'm just using the rung to line up the drill. This is rinse and repeat and just do it to the other side. Because the one side is done, I'm able to just turn it up on the side and do this really quickly. The first thing I did was rip the third picket down in the center. Now I'm cutting off a piece that is equal to the length of the ladder that was assembled. Next, I'm splitting the remainder of the picket in half for the two back legs. The last critical dimension is this 3-degree angle that I'm putting on the feet of the back legs. And I'm cutting them both at the same time. As I did with the front legs, the back legs are getting a round over on the top. Again, I just measured halfway across the picket and used that same measurement down and used a compass to draw a half circle. A little bit of sanding to make them look pretty. I didn't use brad nails for these back legs, just screws and glue. I'm using my combination square to put that back rail 1.5 inches from the bottom of the leg. This is not a critical measurement, and you can put it wherever you'd like. I wanted to put it low so when the whole unit collapsed, it would be nice and tight. I clamped the front part of the ladder to my table so I could work on it. I then put the back legs with the feet flat on the table and slid them to where I wanted them on the front legs. I then drilled a hole through the center of that back leg on each side for a bolt and a nut to hold them together. I'm just using hardware I had on hand, and what you don't see is that I put a washer in between the legs before I screwed it through. I'm also using super glue or CA glue to hold the nut in place because I didn't have any nylon locking nuts. And there you have it, a folding plant ladder made from 2.5 6-foot pickets. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll make one. And if you do, please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.